Susu and welcome to another speed build video. This build is base game and cats and dogs only. So if you have a limited number of packs and cats and dogs is one of them, this is great for you. I'm doing a series of builds which will be base game plus one pack only. Started with cats and dogs because that was the result of the poll I did on Twitter, and then after that we'll move on to other packs. So this took a while to get how I wanted the roofing and stuff to be, as you can see, but we got there in the end. I think it's okay. There's a little upstairs attic area that's not too big. It's mostly there to look good on the outside, though I did make use of it in the end when I was furnishing the house. It took me a while. The outdoor paneling is from cats and dogs and is almost exactly like the paneling I saw in the inspiration pack for this build. So, you know, it worked out quite well and I think it looks quite good. Figuring out the floor plan, I was trying to figure out where to put the bathroom. It ended up going next to the stairs there. But it does end up being a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom house with a little bit of a backyard area, mostly for dog training in the end. There's a lot of little things for the pets that you own, because it is a cats and dogs build, so it makes sense for it to have, like, this is where the cats and the dogs go. You know, it just makes sense. I actually quite like the windows and doors and stuff that came with the cats and dogs pack for the build buy, so we used a lot of those. And they look quite good. I think the brown against the white wood paneling I quite like. I was trying to make the outside look a bit more interesting also, so we went with the columns at the corners and stuff just to give it a bit more of a just something for the eye. Not sure what, but it's something. Maybe. I wanted to make the roof not as steep, but it wasn't possible with the way the roof is with the upstairs little attic area. So at points it looks a little long, a little high, but it's fine. I think overall it looks fine. The kitchen is, the kitchen's alright. It's a lot of base game stuff. And then the living room, I used the cats and dogs fireplace, which is gorgeous. I love that fireplace. I used it a lot. And then at that point, I was like, oh, I have to put in a chimney. So this is me just trying to figure out how I'm going to do that. I got there in the end. Not the usual way I do chimneys, but doing it with the wall and then the half wall and then the chimney, it just made the lighting look a bit funny because of the way the roof was, so we didn't do it that way. So this is the living room. We used a lot of the cats and dogs stuff here. So with the couch and the chairs. I wasn't sure what I was doing with that little alcove sort of jutting out area. In the end, I think we went with a chess table, or was it... you know what? I can't even remember now. You know, there we are. I'm putting the chess table in. There we go. So, just putting in a little bit, few things, especially pet sort of things, to make it clear that cats and dogs live here. as well as a family. So we're putting in a few of the curtains, a few of the extra little pieces just to make it look a bit more lived in. Like, this is somewhere that people actually like to live. There's this little room here, which could be converted into another bedroom if you wanted to, just a small one. But I made it into an office. Not much in that office. Because the hobbies and stuff with cats and dogs was like dog training and veterinarian skill, and that wasn't going to fit in there. And we've got a bathroom. Bathrooms are pretty basic as they go, usually for me anyway, especially in a house like this, in a smaller room. It's more get what we need to get in there, and that's that. This is the big main bedroom. Okay, we've completely moved away. I don't know what I was doing. I move all over the place. I apologize, but that's how I build. This bedroom, I imagine sort of like a younger child having that bedroom with the orange and the kitty stuff. If you have my first pet stuff and you really, really wanted to, you could probably use some of that stuff in that room as well. It's like the desk and stuff, I think, is that same sort of set, which there's feelings about my first pet stuff, and we all know them, so we're not going to get into them. This room I imagined as like an older child, maybe a teenager. They're growing up a little bit. They're even at the point where they have their own computer. Not a great one, like at the lower end, but like they needed it for school or something, because we're at that point these days where you need a computer for school. In the upstairs attic area, I ended up putting in a sort of mini vet clinic. I imagine that one of the parents that lives here has a vet clinic, and like their own elsewhere, and then this is where they take care of their pets or like emergency sort of situations. But now I'm just going in to do the backyard sort of area, and just changing the outside. So I think I was thinking about putting in a pool, but I didn't in the end. I put in a big sort of obstacle course for dogs. This family has pets. I don't know if you can tell or if it's obvious, but they have some pets. I'm going to put on a bit of a fence. I do some other landscaping with some trees, some plants, just to make things look a little bit more interesting. But some stones and stuff for that sort of garden in the area. And then I put in a little pond, not a big one, just a little one, just because I wanted to, which is as good a reason as any. But this is where I will leave off this. We will be going into a tour soon, so I'll see you soon for the tour. Alright, here we go. Let's have a look at the build. Just go in, go through the front door, little balcony area. One thing I like to do, and I mentioned this in my base game only build, is make it so that it can be added on to. I don't use a lot of debug or move objects, though I admire people who go into like great detail. I like to make it so that they're playable, changeable for people who might want it. So, you know, it's just different things. So that was the living room. We'll go to the kitchen last because that goes to the outside. Then we've got the bathroom. It's not much. It's just a bathroom. Over this side of the hallway, we've got a study area. A lot of book there. We've got the little, is it a doggy one? I can't remember which one. I can't remember if I put the doggy or the kitty mailbox, but it was one of them. We've got here the front bedroom, which is a team room-ish. I did not put much decoration in there. Cats and dogs, and base game only does not give a lot for teens to decorate, so it can easily be customized for your own Sims easily enough. But it's got what they need, so it's fine, right? Stuff here in the hallway. I will put a pride flag in every build and you can't stop me. Then there's this bedroom here. It was a bit easier to do like a kid's bedroom with base game and cats and dogs, just because there's more stuff that's more childlike in there. So we've got the big kitty soft toy here. Keep going. We've got a little thing. We've got a little nook here that I did nothing with. You can put things on there. You come into the big main bedroom. We've got the booping snoops, mirror, some curtains. I didn't put curtains on that one because I forgot completely until right at this moment. So if you want to put curtains there, go ahead. I've already uploaded it to the gallery. I could change it now. And then up here is a little mini vet clinic. So, like I said during like the speed build part, I imagine that one of the parents that lives here is a vet. They have their vet clinic elsewhere. This is where they deal with their pets, because you actually can't take your pet to your vet and deal with them. You have to take them to another vet or deal with them at home. It's weird. I discovered this recently with my Super Sim challenge. Or, you know, maybe like middle of the night emergencies. Not that they happen in The Sims, but that's just what I'm imagining, you know? And so you come back down here. Toys for the pets. And then over here we've got the kitchen. There's plenty of space for cooking, dining. You got the pet door, you got the human door, you got the pet bowls. And then out here you've got a little dog obstacle course. A bit of a pondy pond, picnic table, grill, litter box, everything. Enjoy the sun, a little garden area. So yeah, that is the build. I ended up calling it Samoyed Lane because I like Samoyeds and I wanted to have like a dog breed or a cat breed as the thing, and I went with Samoyed. So that is all for this video. Thanks for watching and I will see you next time. Dag dag!